So, this is for Earth signs for June 2020. Give me 1 second. This is for the second group of Earth signs for June 2020. So the Earth sign reading was split into 2 groups, just like the air sign reading. What I'm gonna do is I'll hold up these decks and pick whatever deck resonates with you, and whatever deck resonates and it correlates with the group, and also title sounds like it resonates with you, then it probably does. So this is the deck I used for group 1, and this is the deck I used for group 2. Okay, so your theme, group 2's theme, group 2 of Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever the fuck you want it to be, right? We have the Star in the 4 of Cups reversed. So this is all about healing. This is all about any dissatisfaction you were feeling, any pain you were feeling. I feel like that's getting ready to go. I feel like things are getting ready to work out in your favor. I feel like this month is about wish fulfillment, about your faith being restored. Okay, so the first week we have 3 of Swords and 9 of Pentacles as representing the first week. And then we have the challenges for the first week being 9 of Wands. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Death reverse, I'm sorry, and Knight of Swords reverse. And so I feel like this could be about heartbreak. This could be about a breakup of some sorts, becoming single. And I feel like the challenge of that is, you know, maybe feeling anxious, feeling overwhelmed. I feel like this feeling of it's too much, you know, and that kind of preventing you from being able to move on all the way, or from being able to charge forward the way that you need to. Maybe causing some mental fog. Guys may be having anxiety. Yeah, that's what I feel for the first week. For the second week, also, if this is not about a relationship, it's about breaking away from a job, breaking away from something, and it's causing you pain, losing something, and it's causing you pain, and feeling like overwhelmed and kind of unable to move on from whatever it is that's changing. Kind of feeling unable to go with whatever it is that's changing, go with the flow of whatever it is that's changing. For week 2, we have the Magician, the 9 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So for week 2, my energy is starting to get lighter. So I feel like in week 2, your energy is gonna get lighter. I feel like things are going to start to really work in your favor. I feel like you're calling the shots now. You took back your power. Shot caller on the TV. But I feel this sense of emotional healing, of things coming back into balance. The challenges for week 2. 5 of Cups reverse. The Emperor. The High Priestess. 6 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. 4 of Pentacles reverse. And 10 of Cups. feel like this is about, even though you are deciding to move forward and to take your life into your own hands, kind of not knowing where to go and not knowing how to be fully happy again. I feel like this is also about, you know, even though you are taking things into your own hands, healing takes time. So I feel like your challenge that week is figuring out the best way to move forward, figuring out the best way to heal yourself, and initiating that for yourself. But I feel like you're doing well regardless, and know that the universe is definitely going to support you in that. For week 3, I have 9 of Swords reverse, 7 of Cups reverse, 6 of Wands reverse, Temperance, Justice, Knight of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and 3 of Cups. So I'm getting this could be a reading for, you know, some of you guys are divine masculines. I'm almost done.
What's almost?
I'm here.
What you got done? What you got to finish? You can't pause, come back to it?
No.
Okay. How much longer?
Well, I got these 2 done in like 5 minutes. So maybe 5 more minutes. And then I normally go through the oracles really quickly.
Okay. Alright, that's my phone. I had made the hookah and Nessa got some champagne down here.
Okay. Can you give me like maybe like 7 minutes and I'll be done? Okay. So that was my boyfriend again. But I feel like this 3rd week is just, you're no longer confused about how to move forward. And for divine masculines, that this is about, you know, maybe in the 1st week you broke up with a karmic partner and now you're trying to figure out how to move forward toward divine feminine, or you broke away from your family which was holding you back from your divine feminine. Whatever it is, I feel like now you know how to move forward, and now you're finally balancing things out. You're no longer confused, you're no longer fearful, you're now confident in whatever plan that you have. You're no longer turning the plan around in your hands. You're dropping your ego and you're marching forward. And I feel like there may even, you know, be a reunion with someone. But whatever you're doing the right thing. Yeah, I feel like you're doing the right thing. I'm proud of you guys. For the challenges for this week, Ace of Swords, the Sun, 5 of Swords reverse, 5 of Cups, Judgment, and the Hierophant. I feel like you are doing the right thing, but that requires you revealing something. Maybe revealing something that you did wrong. Also about week 2, I feel like everything will be happening really fast during week 2, but I feel like during this 3rd week, things will start to kind of feel like more balanced, even if they are still moving quickly. But I feel like the challenge is, how do I communicate to this person? Like, how do I tell them what I've done? How do I tell them the truth about things? I feel like you might have done something deceitful or wrong. or betrayed somebody, and you have to now come clean about that. But I feel like that is your challenge during the 4th week. And I feel like you're gonna do it anyway. You know, I feel like you're gonna do it anyway. And so for the 3rd week, I feel like you're gonna do it anyway. I see you doing the right thing regardless, despite it being hard. So literally, I'm proud of you. So for the energy for the 4th week, you have 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Page of Wands, reverse, and King of Pentacles. Maybe the 9 of Swords was relevant. I feel like it was. For the challenges, you have 10 of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands reverse, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups reverse, the World reverse, King of Swords, and 10 of Wands. So I do feel like you guys did the right thing in the 3rd week, but maybe it didn't work out exactly how you wanted it to, and now you have to go back to the drawing board. And the reason the 9 of Swords came up is because it kind of triggered you and triggered fears within you, maybe abandonment issues within you. I feel like you did do the right thing, but maybe because you waited so long, or maybe because of whatever you revealed, you know, you have to give people time to heal from certain things. And I feel like you know that, and I feel like you're not giving up, and you're still going to continue to do the right thing. But I feel like the challenge here is that you thought it would be different. You thought it was going to work out differently, and maybe it didn't. Maybe you're not getting your wish fulfillment immediately, but know that it's still going to work out, and you're still going to get what you're wishing for. It's just going to take some time. If you were making someone wait, now you're going to have to wait. It's the way life works. But I still see you going back and doing the work and putting in the work that you need to put in, even though you may be really in your head. And I feel like, you know, be careful not to shoot into your head the minute that things don't work out the way that you want them to. Still remain heart-centered. I feel like you're, like I said though, you're still doing the right thing. You're still standing in your power. You're still staying on your throne. And for that, I applaud you. The divine applaud you. We all are proud of you. Okay? So moving on to the oracle cards. So okay. So for Taurus, we have movement, choices, decision, fulfillment of wishes, new beginnings, reverse, the universe, and hope. So like I said, I feel like this month will be about making the right choices and maybe having to leave some things behind. You are going to make the choice though that ultimately is going to lead to your wish fulfillment. However, your new beginning may be delayed, but the world is supporting you. The universe is supporting you. And I feel like you will be listening to the divine regardless. It is important though that during this month that you maintain your hope. That hope will guide you all the way to your wish fulfillment, all the way to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay? For Virgo, we have prosperity begins, We have triumphant success reverse. We have sacral chakra and throat chakra. We have stand your ground and balance. We have heartache and loss, rejoice and celebration reverse, third eye chakra reverse, and power. So meditate, you know, balance those chakras. The third eye chakra, the sacral chakra, and the throat chakra. Throat chakra could also be about, you know, you speaking your truth, especially with the stand your ground card. The triumphant success card being reversed next to the prosperity begins upright, I feel like is saying maybe it's not going to be an immediate gratification thing. Maybe you're not going to get what you want immediately, but you're planting the seed and eventually it's going to grow into something beautiful and you are going to get what you want, right? There's a need for you to be strong. And I know that, like with this heartache and loss card, there may be a need for you to heal because things aren't necessarily going the way that you want them to. And that can be hard sometimes. And, you know, even the rejection can be hard sometimes. But I feel like regardless, you will be choosing healing. And, you know, even though the rejoice and celebration, you know, you will have small victories. You know what I mean? You will have small victories as long as you stand your ground and you stand in your power. You don't let these delays, because the delays are, you know, due to the fact that you delayed things, deter you from doing what you need to do, right? And if this is not about, you know, you necessarily, who has been the divine masculine who has been waiting, this could be about the divine masculine coming in, right? Like all the energies could be reversed, and maybe this is about somebody coming toward you. And there's a need for you to use your intuition when they come towards you, to stand in your power when they come towards you, right? To stand your ground when they come towards you. And maybe it's gonna suck a little because maybe, you know, maybe part of you does still want them. However, you know that you have to be strong, right? Okay, so moving on to Capricorn. We have mental conflict. We have deception and envy. We have material harvest. Upright. Or reverse. We have material harvest reverse. We have conflict and defeat. Harmony. We have the waiting game, which I feel like this could be sideways. The waiting game is sideways, right? We have authority. We have accelerated motion reverse. We have material and spiritual prosperity. I feel like that's more of a sideways card. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Just give me like, I'll literally be down there in like 2 minutes. You can no, you can take it down here. I'm gonna be down there in like 2 minutes. We have financial.
Take it back down there, bro. So hold on to it. See you come downstairs, baby.
We have financial and material changes. We have foundations and achievement. I feel like that's another sideways card, right? And we have suffering and silence. And so what I'm getting from this is kind of like, 1 second. I feel like the deception and envy card and the mental, so the mental conflict card could be like, you're in mental conflict because things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to. And the deception and envy card could be because maybe the person you're going after is already in a relationship and maybe now you're jealous. You know, that happens sometimes. The material harvest card being reversed, material and spiritual prosperity being reversed, and the financial and material changes being upright. Well, the material and spiritual prosperity, I feel like that's not necessarily reversed, but it's not necessarily upright. And the financial and material changes, I feel like that's saying things are going to start to work out the minute that you make the right decision, and you're going to see that they're going to start to work out. Things are going to start to change, and I feel like they're going to start to change for the better, right? But beware of your envy. Don't let that envy get you messed up. You feel me? Conflict and defeat card being next to the harmony card. I feel like in some areas you feel defeated, but in some areas you feel like things are really coming together for you. And I feel like, again, that's because you're not going to get exactly what you want. Like, maybe you might have the person back in your life, but you might not have them in the position that you want them to. There's a victory, and then there's part of you that feels like you kind of lost a little, and that's okay. You know what I mean? And then the authority card next to the accelerated motion reverse, to me, is about, like, the need to stand in your power even though things aren't going as fast as you want them to. The need to maintain your stance even though things aren't going as fast as you want them to. The need to continue doing what's right even though things aren't going as fast as you want them to, right? Foundation and achievements. Next to the reverse, next to the suffering and silence card, I feel like, you know, you don't have to go through this alone. Just know that. You don't have to go through things alone. Even though things aren't working out necessarily the way that you want them to, when you want them to, know that they are going to balance out at some point. It's all about waiting. So the waiting game is not here to say procrastinate on doing the right thing. It's saying now you're going to have to wait on getting what you want because you waited to do the right thing. Does that make sense? I think it makes perfect sense, right? So at the bottom of your deck, you have crown chakra reverse, you have base chakra reverse, you have temptation reverse, and you have wisdom upright. So to me, I feel like whatever may happen may cause your chakras to be imbalanced. Root chakra is about feeling safe, so maybe your feeling of safety is kind of like weird. Maybe your faith in God or the faith in the divine is kind of wavering. Don't let that happen. Meditate on those chakras. Make sure you stay balanced. You feel me? Temptation reverse. Don't let it make you go back to some bullshit. You feel me? If you were doing bullshit before, don't be like, oh, well, since this, blah, 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 blah. No, don't do that. Because then you're just going to fuck yourself up all over again. You feel me? You have the wisdom to do what you need to do. Okay? You feel me? I think you do. So, with all of that being said, I hope that was helpful. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel guided to do so. Dislike if you feel guided to do so. I'll link the decks that were used in the description box below. Hopefully that was helpful. Have a great night or whatever.